Hello everyone. So the training before us today is what I call clarity of vision, the first step to building a successful business. Make sure you write it. It is very important. The clarity of vision, the first step to building a successful business. So to start with, I'll be breaking my training into two different steps, and I'll be talking about them bit by bit. Now let's talk about clarity. What is clarity? Clarity is when you are clear about something. That moment where you are not confused. A moment where you are certain about something. So clarity means being clear about something, being certain about your decision, being certain about your vision. As I said earlier, you can't be something just because someone wants to be that or someone is that thing. You have to think about it first. Why do I want to be something like this? Either you are a digital marketer, and under digital marketing, you have several niches. You have the affiliate and influencer marketing specialists, and we have the social media managers. But the question is, why do you want to venture into this? Since you've said, this is my vision. Now you need clarity about your vision to function effectively. And what do I call vision? So vision is the picture of the future you want for your business. It is the picture of the future you want for your business. As a freelancer, as a network marketer, as a business person in general, that vision is actually the picture. Now, bringing clarity into it means that it is the clear picture of the future you want in your business. The clear picture of the future you want in your business. There is this controversial personality on the social media. I think Raymond K, something like that. This guy, if you enter his page, the first thing that you strike as is a funny person. But trust me, I've gone through his videos, and if you listen to what he says, as much as he's controversial, it makes so much sense. There was one of his videos where he was saying that even if it is gutter he's cleaning, with the way that he will clean it, he will be the best cleaner in the whole world. Now, this is not just talking about what you are doing. Don't just say I'm a social media manager or an affiliate and influencer marketing specialist. How well can you do this? The dexterity of your skill is what we are talking about here. Now, moving forward, I'll be talking about key indicators to knowing a clear vision, and there are just two. I divided this into two. Key indicators to know a clear vision. The first one here says knowing when and how to start. This is very important. Knowing when and how to start. When I say when here, that does not mean that you say, oh, most of the time you say you are waiting for the best time to start. You already have a vision. You already know that I want to be a social media manager. This is what I want to be. I want to be an affiliate and influencer marketing specialist. You already have that vision. But you don't know when to start and you don't know how to start. And most of the time you are waiting for the right time. You are waiting for the right time to start. Now, when you now decide to start, one of the errors we usually make I mentioned it here intentionally. We usually make is what we call overuse of skill, or let me call it overexcitement. This is a big error you must take note of. Maybe you just learn a particular skill. The overuse or over excitement of that skill can cause harm. Don't worry, I'll explain. Let me use my personal experience as an example for you to understand. When I was still at home back then in Kogi State, someone taught me how to mend shoes. So that was my first time. Normally, we have a particular place. Someone like my father, he always have people for a particular task. He has someone we used to mend all our shoes. So you can't take it to any other place. It's that person you take it to. So somehow in the process, someone taught me how to mend shoe. And I really loved the process of mending shoe. So I saw it as I became so passionate about mending shoe. You know what I did that very day? Because I just learned a new skill. I had that overexcitement. I went to my mom's cupboard. Everyone, I was packing. I was just looking for shoes that are not good, that I have to mend. Then to repair all the shoes. I had like almost 40 to 50 shoes. Still repairing. Now this is overexcitement. I started repairing because I felt like this is a new skill. I was so passionate about it. Or was that necessary? No. Why? Because I got one out. When I was trying this skill, because I started repairing all of them. I even the wares that I agreed before, I still went to repair because of my newly found skill. Now, this is one thing we must avoid. Because for some of you, it's a newly found skill. So you want to now bring it back to your freelancing journey as a network marketer. Now you now have a client. Just because it's a new skill, you have to charge low. It is not just about learning the skill or having the vision. You must not allow overexcitement to kill that vision. Now, after having a vision or learning a new skill, you go back to work. How do I start? And the part of how do I start is where you start meeting the people that have been there before. You are not the first person to have that skill or have that vision. There are people with similar vision. How do they do these things? You start learning. Because then you have that overexcitement and you begin to, anywhere you are, you just want to show that you are skillful. You know this thing, or you just want to show that you have vision. You get one out. Now, the second one is knowing the right relationship and partnership. Knowing the right relationship and partnership. Not everyone is tied to your vision. You have to understand this. Not everyone is tied to your vision. While starting Pragmart agency, I made this mistake also. I thought everyone was my friend. I was just trying to share my vision with everyone. Because of this vision, how it was in my heart, I was just trying to share it to everyone. Now I got disappointed. Why? Because I made an error. And the error is not knowing the right people that are connected to my vision. So when you have a vision, you have to become, to know the right people. There is something we call, when it comes to a vision, there's something I call the carrier of the vision and the helpers of the vision. Now, when it comes to their role, no one is greater. This is a vision. Someone had the vision. Someone envisioned an idea. There are people there that will provide resources. There are people there that will provide help to make sure that the vision is accomplished. Now, as a carrier of a vision, you must not feel too big also that I brought the vision. I had the idea of the vision. I envisioned this thing. The helpers of the vision and the carrier of the vision is the same. They are what? They are the same. So when you understand this is clarity in your vision. Now you already understand how you want to start. You have a vision. You are not just jumping into action. You want to take your time to understand what is this vision about? How do I move forward? What are the necessary things I have to know? And after that, who are the right people to connect with? They were still my friends, but my error was tying them to my vision. Now, when I started Pragmart agency, if you tell me that give me a blank notebook and say write those friends or write the people that you feel they will be so connected to your vision, I bet you the people are right. I will feel awful. Yes, because I'll just feel, oh, these are my friends. We should. But that's not how it works. You all have your visions, and you have to know the right people that are connected to your vision. When you know these two things, that is clarity. You are unstoppable. You start walking towards it. You keep walking towards it. It is not about motivation. Clarity. Clarity. When you have that clarity, every other thing is settled. You know the right resources to get. Yes, most of the time we feel when you have a vision, the first and the most important thing is the capital. But no, it's your mindset. It is your mindset. Because inside that vision, when you have a clear vision, trust me, everything you need to accomplish that vision is set. All you just have to do is navigate. Navigate. It is connected to how you start. It is connected to where you start. And it's connected to the people that are tied to the vision. So this is a wake-up call to you that it is not just about having a vision, but the clarity of the vision is important. Go back. Go and think. What are the right things to do? If at this time you don't have, check your phone, you are not following people that are related to what you want to do, then I'm not sure you have a clear vision. That's where you start from the drive. You know the right people to start connecting to start learning things. So go back to your drawing board. Go and strategize. Your vision has to be clear. What I say? Your vision has to be clear. So thank you for listening to me. This is where I'll be stopping. See you next time.